Let me tell you the problem with America right now. It's the same problem throughout history. The problem with America right now is they who run things. You know, all they want is money, all they want is power. They all have small penises, even Hillary. She's swinging something. Like, they're the ones who start the wars. They're the one who crashed the economy. Did you crash the economy, sir? No, what do you do for a living? Maintenance. It's kind of vague, sounds kind of drug dealery right there. What do you do? Maintenance. Do you need some more? Good, I got some. Here you go. You maintain it? All right. Maintenance, of course you didn't crash the economy. You know, did you start the Iraq War, dude? No, of course you didn't. You worked at Ruby Tuesdays and prayed to God the hostess wasn't pregnant. I swear to God, that's what you did. No, of course we didn't. We never have anything to do with that. It's always they. And who are they? Well, in America's history, they are always old, ancient, silver-haired white men. A lot of them are Draculas. And they all have that thing. I call it the Sith Lord flap. Paul Ryan's got a little one. Obama had one, he just combed it back cool. He made it look good. Mitch McConnell. I don't want to make much fun of Mitch McConnell because I loved his work as the Pelican in Finding Nemo. Awesome. That's who they are. And what they did this year, I've never seen it this bad. They convinced everybody in America it was us versus them. Democrats versus Republicans, Republicans versus Democrats. We couldn't get along. In fact, everybody in this room right now has an opinion about someone who doesn't agree with them politically. Am I right? Hell yeah. Every conservative in this room is a four-wheel truck driving, sister screwing redneck, and every liberal eats kale salad at the butt of his boyfriend. Am I right? Yeah. Drizzled in raspberry balsamic. Come on. That's what we think about each other. It's crazy. Same country, same people too. If I asked you liberals to get up here and do an impression of a conservative, you guys would lose your minds. Oh my God, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it, let me do it. I'm doing it. I'm gonna do it. I'm just, don't make me laugh, Marsha. I got this. Okay. Stop it. All right, my impression of a conservative. Well, I went to the Walmart and I got me a 7 gun, then headed down to plant a bomb at the abortion clinic. Then I went way downtown and kicked a young black fella in the testiculars, yep. Now I'm going out to a KKK rally at a Ted Nugent concert where I'm gonna shoot me an endangered species. Yee-haw! You think? If I asked you conservatives to get up here and do an impression of a liberal, you guys have beat each other's ass to get on this thing. Shut up, Bobby, I'm doing it. Because I'm better at it than you. Go ahead, get up. All right, here's my impression of a liberal. Was that round one? What the hell just happened? My impression of a liberal, here we go. I'll tell you when it's okay to laugh. All right, liberal. Here we go. Oh my God, you won't believe what happened. I was at my job helping the lesbian manatees, and somebody used the word Oriental, and I lost my shit. I went down to the ACLU and I filed a hate crime, goddammit. And I was so upset on the way home, I adopted a petting zoo. I actually have a llama that's a rescue. Now I'm on my way downtown because inside I'm really a woman and I am transitioning. And I will use any damn bathroom I want and I will molest children like I work for the U.S. Olympic Committee. Really. Be mad all you want, at least I'm current. I don't know anybody like that. I take that back, I know 3 people like that. 2 live in Prescott, Arizona, 1 lives in Berkeley. And I'm related to one of them. I don't know anybody like that. Can't, you know, it's not us and them, the people. It's we, the people. And we forgot that. And be clear, we do not have to agree, but we have to get along or this shit burns down. Yeah! But if we could get together and show up in Washington together, red baseball hats, pink pussy hats, how you doing? Yeah, we worked our stuff out. And I gotta be honest, I love lavender organic potpourri, I ain't lying. And I don't think meat is murder anymore unless you eat people. We show up, they are fucked. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know what to do. They'd have to have a meeting. The meeting would go like this. And then after that meeting, they would do what they always do when we go after they. They would invent a new them. Over there. Always a brown them, have you noticed? Oh yeah, Iraq, brown them. Vietnam, brown them. We're all worried about the brown them of Mexico coming across the border right now. Yeah, it's all brown them, man. We're all scared to death of a North Korean, Asian, weird haircutted, weird little fat guy, them. Anybody here really afraid of North Korea? Because I gotta be honest, I can throw a frisbee farther than North Korea can launch a missile. With a ton more accuracy. That's why Japan was mad. They didn't care about a nuke. They don't know what he doesn't have. They was like, he don't know where it's gonna go. Gotta worry about the brown them in Syria. Syria's got chemical weapons. Syria has always had chemical weapons. And they've been at war with a bunch of people they can't beat with Russia's help, and the guys they're fighting are attacking them driving Toyota pickup trucks. Give me 2 boys from Tennessee and 1 tank. We will jack up some Toyota pickup trucks. Yeah, but that's the way they do it. That's the way they keep we separate, talking about the them, you know? And also, the brown them always hates our white Jesus. Remember that? Oh, they hate Christianity. Oh, the brown them hates Christianity. They hate the white Jesus. And I have to say this. White Jesus in the Middle East, in the desert? Really? Is Santa Claus also a telepathic unicorn? Because had Jesus shown up at that time, this color, they would have killed him a lot faster. The Bible would have been a pamphlet. It would have looked like a Bed Bath & Beyond coupon. I don't know. Handing out Bibles. Says I get 20% off my immortal soul. That's pretty good. I'm going to put that in the drawer. It's good till April AD. So don't buy it, because this whole thing that's going on right now with our government is going to get weirder. Stay we. Don't let they distract you with the them. And one more thing. Do not tell they we talked about this. I may disappear. Or they will turn me into a them, and then I'll be in Russia with Edward Snowden going, you got any threes? Weird time. Poorly educated got pissed during the election. They kept saying that in the news. The poorly educated are voting big for Trump. The poorly educated love Trump. They're voting for the roof for Trump. The poorly educated think Trump is amazing. And you can say what you want about Trump, like him or hate him. You have to admit, this man has no filter and the biggest balls of anybody we put in that office. Yeah. So did Hitler. Don't clap. I got a lot of friends that got big balls, and I don't invite them over to parties at my house anymore. Because the cops follow. Trump had the balls to get on stage in front of thousands of people after that poll came out, and he said, I love the poorly educated. I love the poorly educated. And the poorly educated were like, he loves us. And he made fun of us in the same sentence. I think he did. I ain't sure. I'm poorly educated. I gotta be honest with you, I don't love the poorly educated. They're dumb as shit. And they have never helped, not one time. Nothing cool was ever invented by a dumbass. Never happened. They've never cured a disease. They didn't fix your car better. They didn't fix your phone. You know, when the poorly educated do build something, it always falls over and crushes the meth lab. Every time. The poorly educated can suck my left nut. Thank you very much. And why can I talk smack about the poorly educated? Because I am one of them. Yes. I am the poorly educated lizard king. I'm not making that up. I'm not making that up. I did not graduate high school. I was let go. I was laid off from my senior year. I showed up and they went, "We filled your position." I said, "But I'm not done." "Oh, yes, you are." And I'm not making that up. California public schools at that time were so bad. It didn't matter what grades you got. They just kept herding you through the system. It was like, moo, moo. Couldn't spell moo, but I was moving on. I'm not making this up. And I'm not stupid, obviously, but I'm uneducated, you know? I was just smart enough to know I was a raging idiot. I'm not making this up. My last report card of my 8th grade year, I got 4 Fs and a D. And I was like, D! And I went to my teachers. "I guess I'll be back next year." They went, no, you're a 9th grader now. 9 is a number after 8. So I had to get smart after school because I wanted to be a comedian. And just to be clear, this is the only job I am qualified to do. And I've already pissed some of you off doing it tonight. But as a comedian, you have to know what you're talking about. You can't just make stuff up. You can't be like, "Abe Lincoln was the best Cambodian president we ever had," you know? Remember the Kimchi Wars at 1312 when we signed the Declaration of Codependence? That was insane. You just look like a dumbass. So to be good at comedy, so I was accurate, I started studying after school. I went back and I studied, history and science and math. I haven't written a whole lot of math jokes. And when I did, the exponent was wrong. And that's the only math joke I have ever written. And I don't understand it. So now when I want to write comedy about something, I have to study it really hard. And I've been studying the alt-right for a while now, the alternative right. They said Trump got helped by the alt-right. The alternative right helped Trump. If you don't know what the alt-right is, best definition I can give you is it rhymes with all white. Let's leave it there. And thank God. Thank God somebody is finally standing up for the oppressed white man in America. We have had that boot heel of oppression on our necks for how long, gentlemen? My God, we haven't committed genocide on the brown people in a coon's age, am I right? Let the white guilt flow, Whitey, come on. Yeah, amazing to me. 240 years of white presidents, we had one black guy and Whitey had a stroke. 43 white guys, one black guy, and white people are like, "No more black guys, no more black guys, no. Why? I'll tell you why. The NBA and golf, right there, that's why, right there. And those sisters took over tennis, and North Korea's got ping pong. All we got left is white guys, and you throw that thing on the ice, and you sweep in front of it. That's all we got. That's all we got. Look like idiots. And a woman president? Are you out of your... No, I don't care if she's most qualified we ever had. Emails, Benghazi, Bill Clinton's deplorable penis. Ah! Yeah, we didn't want a vagina in the White House, so we voted for the other side of the taint.